Hello, and welcome to Ice is Slippery, an unserious podcast about hockey brought to you by 1.5 hockey fans. My name is Kate, and I'm the hockey fan.
And my name is Fred. I am half a hockey fan.
Good morning, Fred. How are you today?
I am great.
It's nice and early here.
It is. Welcome to my time of the day.
Yes, I am normally still either in bed or frantically scribbling notes, but I'm on top of things for once in my life. Don't get used to it.
Okay, I won't.
You're like, I would never. I've known you for 20 years. Yep. It's not happening.
No.
So we've got a busy morning this morning. So let's just
you don't even know how to talk about the morning.
I don't. It's too early. It's not even 8 o'clock here, which, yeah, it's a lot. But I've been up very early. I've been doing stuff. Anyway, let's just get right into it, shall we?
Let's do this thing.
All right. So my injury report. This has been a very injury-prone season, and NHL players keep finding new and more gruesome ways to injure themselves. So we'll start with something not super crazy,
okay,
which was on Tuesday, Adam Ernie caught a pretty gnarly hit in the Stars game against the Senators and looked to be favoring his knee afterwards. He's now out week to week with a lower body injury. So the Stars getting injured continues.
Yeah, even the new guys.
Even the new guys, they are not immune to the curse. That same night, the Maple Leafs played the Bruins. Austin Matthews got hit by Zadorov and will likely miss about a week with a lower body injury. And then Anthony Stolarz left the same game with an upper body injury and is now on injured reserve.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
People like to hurt that guy, huh?
We don't even know what happened, I don't think. He just left the game and was gone. So I wasn't watching, but from what I read, it was just like, oh, now you see him, now you don't.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, if Zadorov hit me, I'd be out with a full body injury.
Oh, yeah. Austin Matthews, yes.
Yeah.
That one, absolutely.
Yep.
If he even looked at me, I'd be out with a full body injury.
Jeez, yeah. I wouldn't be week to week. I'd be done.
I'd be, just bury me 6 feet under, throw some flowers on my grave. I'm all set.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I don't play hockey anymore.
I don't live anymore. I'm good.
Yep.
Thursday, the Stars played the Habs in Montreal, and we're going to talk more about that later. But during the game, Alex Newhook was hooked by Ilya Lyubushkin. It wasn't a dirty play, but Newhook is a fast skater, and he ended up going down pretty hard and crashing into the boards at a really awkward angle. And it was really apparent immediately that something was terribly wrong. Don't bend that way.
No, your ankle isn't supposed to go in that direction. It was, yeah.
No, I think Lyubushkin immediately flagged down the ref and everybody just stopped and they got him off the ice. But sure enough, he has a fractured ankle and will likely miss 4 months.
Yeah.
And that's just like how hockey is so weird because everyone's like, oh, thank God it was only a fracture and it wasn't his tendons.
Right.
Like, because fractures are easier to come back from than tendon stuff.
Weird. Yeah. No, that was gruesome to see when they replayed it in slow-mo from the boards camera angle. It was like, oh boy, he's done. No, he's not gonna be skating for the rest of the day.
I was even kind of grossed out, and I dislocate stuff all the time, but I've never broken a bone. So, ugh.
Yep.
Well, speaking of tendons, Jack Hughes was at a team dinner on that same night, and some kind of freak accident happened. We don't know all the details, but it sounds like he leaned on a table and maybe broke a glass with his hand or something. So he cut his finger and it was deep enough that he required surgery. So he's going to miss around 8 weeks.
I don't like this at all. This one creeps me out. Like, if you've got to miss 8 weeks from cutting your hand on a glass, that's not a good cut. That makes me squirm.
Yes. That one also sounds pretty gruesome and terrible. So I just feel really sad for him because he's been having a really good season so far. And his big thing is just, if he stays healthy, he's amazing.
Right. Which he can't do. And usually it's hockey injuries. But now it's like, my man can't even go out to dinner without a freak accident happening. No.
And that's literally how it was described. It's just a freak accident. So
that's out of control.
Poor kid.
Yeah.
And then finally on Friday, Seth Jarvis caught a stick in the eye from his teammate Andrei Svechnikov and went down in a great deal of pain. So usually he's pretty tough, but apparently he was just down on the ice kicking and yelling. So hopefully all is well with him.
Yeah.
Rod Brendamore didn't think it was that bad, I think. So hopefully he'll be back. But
I don't.
That guy's a psychopath.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust his judgment on not so bad.
It's like,
be like, just walk it off.
It's like when I was a kid and I went to the beach with my dad and I got wiped out by a wave and just slammed like face first into a patch of shells. And my dad's like, just get back in the water. The seawater will be good for it. And I'm like, I have no face anymore. Like I'm just all bleeding.
Yep.
So luckily I had a girlfriend who took me out for ice cream instead, because that's not how you handle an 8-year-old.
Nope.
So yeah. There were some good milestones this week. Gabe Landeskog scored his first regular season goal in 1,347 days.
Wow.
So now, obviously, he was out injured for a long time.
Nice to see him not slacking anymore.
I knew you were going to do that. I tried to head it off, guys. This is just what it's like living with him. You just have to be prepared for bad jokes at every turn.
Every turn. You never know when it's coming.
Yeah, he did score during the playoffs, but yes, this is his first regular season goal. He had scored, I think, 3 other goals before that, and they had all been taken back for various reasons.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Like being offside or different things. So this one finally stuck. He didn't even really celebrate it until way later, I think, because he just was like so fucking over it at this point.
The Jamie Benn syndrome or whatever.
The Jamie Benn 300th goal, which still has, or 400th goal.
399.
Yeah, he's at 399. It still hasn't happened because he still hasn't played a game this season.
He's done like 405 goals,
but they just keep getting called back for, or other people get their stick on it at the last second.
Yep.
So, oh boy. Jamie Benn, though, is apparently skating.
Okay.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. It's exciting for me. I like Jamie Benn.
Yeah.
David Pastrnak scored his 400th NHL goal. And Brad Marchand scored his 1,000th career point this week when the Panthers played the Capitals. And then after the game, he and Alex Ovechkin exchanged autographed jerseys, presumably for Ovi's Hockey Museum.
Oh, nice.
So I thought that was cute.
Ovi's Hockey Museum.
Yes.
We'll never see it.
Future Hockey Museum, which we'll never see because we're never going to Russia, but good for him.
Yeah.
And all of his memorabilia. And good for his wife, who will finally get it out of her basement.
Yep.
Yes, she's going to be so thrilled. Some contract extension news. Everyone's favorite giggly boy, Shane Pinto, signed a 4-year contract extension in Ottawa for $7.5 million AAV. And then we had another contract extension that was exciting for us in this house. This week, Scott Wedgwood also signed a 1-year extension with the Colorado Avalanche for $2.5 million. And with Scott Wedgwood, he was in Dallas. We loved him. He was wonderful. He kind of took a discount for a bit to play with us. He signed a 2-year extension or a 2-year contract at, $1 million each year, even though other teams were offering him more money and more term because he believed in Dallas. He wanted to stay. He wanted to be part of it. And then when that came around, he was like, okay, I think I proved myself. I would like more money. And Jim Nill said, we would like to give you $1 million a year. And Scott Wedgwood said, no, thank you, and left. And he went to Nashville where they gave him $1.5 million a year. And then he got traded to Colorado. And now Colorado wants to give him $2.5 million a year.
Yeah.
So I still think it was a rare Jim Nill to let him go. I mean, obviously we don't have any money to pay him. But at the time we did.
But you're not returning Jim's calls anymore.
I'm not.
Nope.
Nor was I ever, because he never called me once to check on my opinions. And I find that very rude.
Yeah, but
because I have a lot of them.
This is something that I don't think you're ever going to get over.
No, I never will.
Nope.
I literally have typed the words this week. I will never forgive Jim Nill. And I mean them. But that's going to take us into one of our favorite segments. We like to call it Wedge Watch.
How about this?
Oh my God, we have theme music to it.
Yeah, we do. All right, let's do some Wedge Watch.
Okay, the Avalanche played the Ducks on Tuesday. As we've discussed, the Ducks offense has been frankly terrifying, but Scott Wedgwood is an absolute beast. He stopped 35 of 36 shots, and the Avs won the game 4-1. The game was on TNT, and Wedge gave the post-game interview. And it was actually super interesting and insightful. He talked about how when he first came into Colorado, the video coaches sort of do lineup cards on the opposing players. And he asked if they could add the handedness of each player. So he's like, oh, so this guy is left-handed, this guy is a right shot. So whenever a new line rolls out or a defense pair, he's paying attention to who's on the ice and trying to remember what hand they play with. He's like, so if there's an odd man rush, I know, oh, this guy shoots right, so this is probably where he's going to shoot from. And he was just like going in on all the details.
No, it was a in-depth analytical, like quick frenzy of like the stuff he thinks about before the game and is cognizant of, and super impressive because those guys are like that.
Yeah, but he's so well spoken about it too. He's just a really good communicator, which is awesome. In fact, our old friend Cheesecake Factory told Wedgwood that he could be an analyst and said that he should get a headset when he's playing backup and report live from the bench. And Scott said, "I would love it, Biz. I'm coming for your job when I'm done," which I hope he plays for many more years. But goddamn, would I love to see him in a media job in 10 years or whatever.
Absolutely.
He's ready for that.
Yeah. When Hank retires, I think he passes the torch to Wedgwood.
Yeah. No, for real. He's so good. He's just charismatic. He's charming. He's great. I love him.
Yeah. No, he's like a real person.
He is a real person.
Yeah.
He's a real person who can talk and communicate, which is very exciting.
Very exciting for a hockey player.
As long as we're talking about former Dallas stars who we still love, we also had a Stankoven sighting.
Stank
Listen,
Watch.
I'm still workshopping that.
I don't have any music for Stank Watch.
No, nor should you. On Tuesday, the Capitals played the Hurricanes, and in the first period, the Canes goalie came out of the crease to play the puck, and Nick Dowd collided with him hard, and a scrum broke out, and Logan Stankoven was trying to jump in, but the refs wouldn't let him. But then he noticed that Martin Farivari was fighting Jackson Blake, and it wasn't going too well with Blake. And Logan was like, "Stand back, I got this," despite being tiny. And he jumped in, and he and Martin Farivari started fighting. I would say it was pretty evenly matched. Farivari brought him down, but he just popped right back up.
Yep.
And by the end of it, his face was bleeding, and he just smeared blood all over his face, and he was just having the time of his life.
Yeah, no, that was a good looking move for him at the end there.
He looked great. He skated off.
His hair was looking good. His face was all bloody. He was like all feisty and shit.
Everybody liked that.
Everybody liked that.
It was so good. And it was his first official NHL fight. And they got matching 5-minute majors and everything. So yeah, I was so proud of my little ball of anger.
Yeah, no, good for him. It was fun.
I've been saying right along, he wants to fight.
Yeah.
I've been saying that since Dallas. I knew he wanted to fight.
Absolutely.
And now he gets to fight. So yeah, I'll miss him forever, but I think he's really happy in Carolina.
Absolutely.
And the Carolina fans love him.
Which is great because they should.
They should. And it's hard when you lose somebody, but like if the fan base loves him as much as you loved him, that's all you can really hope for.
Yeah.
Some other just random news from around the league and past the league, actually. First of all, the PWHL takeover is happening again. I first heard about it because they're going to be playing in Dallas for the first time. They didn't do that last year. But there's also going to be 2 games at Ball Arena.
Oh, is there? I didn't know they were coming back.
I checked last night and there are. So on January 25th, the two new teams will be playing each other.
Okay.
The Seattle Torrent versus the Vancouver Golden Eyes.
Yep.
And March 15th, it'll be the New York Sirens versus the Minnesota Frost.
Oh.
So you and I should try and go to one of those.
I feel like both would be interesting. The second game is definitely like probably more interesting, but the first one's probably interesting too. So, wow, That's insightful.
I know. Yeah.
I think both of them are interesting.
I think both are interesting for different reasons. The Fred story. Yeah. I think definitely maybe worth checking out.
No, we'll go. That might be a good way to bring the daughter to the...
Ooh, that's a good call.
Yeah.
So awesome. The Pittsburgh Penguins and Nashville Predators are in Sweden for this year's Global Series.
Oh, okay. I've seen like content of Crosby in Sweden, and I'm like, why is that man in Sweden?
That's why Philip Forsberg was wearing that outfit.
Oh, yeah. I didn't. I just.
You're only half a hockey fan. You see things, but you don't contextualize them, and that's fine. That's why you have me here.
Yeah.
So, well, yes, they're in Sweden for the Global Series. They had their first game on Friday, and the Preds won in OT with a Steven Stamkos shot.
Yeah.
I think it was 2-1. They're actually playing right now as we record this podcast.
Well, let's stop and go watch it.
Well, it's on intermission break. But also I think it's on the NHL network, so I don't think we can watch it anyway.
All right.
But the Penguins were up 3-0 last time I checked.
Well, I wouldn't have wanted to watch it anyway.
Right. Okay. Anyway, the Hockey Hall of Fame induction was this week, and Joe Thornton was among the inductees. His nickname is Jumbo, and so Gary Bettman referred to him as Dumbo.
He did. I mean, he caught himself at least, but you got to stop letting Gary Bettman.
You just don't let Gary Bettman.
You just don't let him.
Just don't let him.
No,
it's not okay.
No.
He just shouldn't be let.
No, definitely.
Don't allow him.
No.
Do not. Do not Gary Bettman. And Razor is also in the Hall of Fame officially. We knew it was happening, but now it's official. So congratulations to him.
Yeah, no, he made it.
Sam Malinsky of the Colorado Avalanche went on some podcast or show or something and was talking about Nate McKinnon, the nutrition police.
Yeah.
Apparently, he used to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before games. And Nate McKinnon was like, absolutely not.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch. There's no chickpeas in there. At least use chickpea butter, you absolute heathen. So he basically made Malinsky overhaul his whole diet, which apparently he does to all of the new guys coming in.
Wow.
And so Malinsky was doing pasta before games, and Nate McKinnon's like, actually, sweet potatoes are much better. So Malinsky did try sweet potatoes, but then he was like, then I wasn't playing very well. So I went back to pasta.
Yep.
So Nate McKinnon continues to be insufferable.
Yeah, apparently.
And project his eating issues onto everybody else.
My God. Yeah. I didn't know it was like that bad. That it, like, he couldn't be around people eating the wrong food.
No, it's I think why he won't ever be captain, because he's just too much of a psychopath.
Yeah. Do you think his house must smell like a Whole Foods or like a bulk grain store, right?
Yes. Yeah, definitely like a granary.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I just find it funny too, though, because you know how much he idolizes Sidney Crosby, and Sidney Crosby has eaten a peanut butter sandwich before every game since he was like a child.
Interesting.
And continues to do so, I believe, to this day. So every game, peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yep.
So, but, not Nate.
No.
Nate's a fancy boy.
Yes.
With nutritional needs. Yeah, no, there was like a whole conversation on Reddit about, well, sweet potatoes have better glycemic index. And
oh, God, please stop.
No, yeah. I know. I'm like, right? No,
Yeah. The meal preppers or whatever, makes me tired.
It's exhausting.
Yep.
The Ducks continue to be fun. Chris Kreider and Mason McTavish were the last off the ice at a game this week, and they went down the tunnel holding hands, which was very cute.
Yeah.
So I always love little weird hockey traditions like that.
Yeah.
The Sharks also continue to have one of the best rooms in the league. You know how NHL teams have the Fancy Boy Awards? So at the end of a winning game, they get, the Stars get a cowboy hat.
Yep.
The Flyers get the goalie mask.
Yep.
People have noticed that the Sharks don't seem to have a set item, and instead they seem to be getting awarded random objects from around the room, including a tissue box, a hammer, and a bottle of whiteboard spray.
Love this.
So good. So Sharks reporter Shing Peng did some digging and discovered that their Player of the Game award had apparently gotten lost in transit. Ryan Reeves said that he'd purchased whatever it is for a, quote, not small price. And it was supposed to have arrived last week. I haven't seen whether or not it arrived yet, but I kind of hope that it never did and that they just continue with this weird little tradition.
Yeah.
It's very endearing.
No, it is. It reminds me of just like a weird bonding thing of like a high school sports team. Like they would just be, on at some other school and just be like, oh, just grab this thing and give it to them kind of thing.
Just very solemnly presenting you with like a mop. Yeah,
exactly. No, I love it. And I'm excited to see what Ryan Reeves got. I'll tell you what, that dude's totally transformed for me. I never liked him, and now I think he's great.
He definitely seems to be having a great time in San Jose. I think all of the good vibes there just are contagious.
Yeah.
And he seems to be having a blast and fitting in really well with everybody.
Absolutely.
So good for him. The Avalanche had an optional skate this week, and Brent Burns decided that meant that gear was also optional. So he was photographed skating around with his gloves and his helmet and a sleeveless shirt, because why not?
Yeah, that was quite a look.
It was quite a look. And then during the Ducks-Avs game we talked about earlier, a puck went sailing into the stands and a guy snagged it in one hand and then stood up and chugged his beer. And
so awesome.
Such a good moment.
Yeah.
And I'm really jealous because that would never happen to me because I would be concussed. I would just catch that puck right in the face and just be bleeding on television.
You have the Dallas Stars curse.
I do.
Maybe you're the...
Maybe I'm the Dallas. Am I the Dallas Stars curse?
You're patient zero or something.
I probably am. I do get horrendous injuries all the time for no apparent reason. So, all right. What are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, should we just move on to talking about our teams then?
Well, we've got Fred's.
I forgot.
Fred's random corner.
We have Fred's unnamed corner of stuff that happened.
You actually covered like a lot of the things that I wrote down on my list throughout the week.
Oh, good. But
so I only have literally a couple things. So there was Marchand and his daughter on the ice.
Yes, there was.
Him spinning her around with his hockey stick.
She was just laying flat on her back and he was just poking her with a hockey stick and spinning her in circles.
That was awesome.
Looked super fun.
Yep. The Buffalo Sabres butter dish ad.
I forgot about that. That was amazing.
That's like SNL level. Well, no, sorry. It's better than that.
I was going to say, it's like SNL from 20 years ago level.
It was so good.
Yeah, the Buffalo Sabres are doing a butter dish giveaway at one of their games. And two of the guys on the team did sort of an old-fashioned type infomercial about the butter dish. And it was so funny.
The writing was good. Their delivery was good. The editing and like the filming was good.
It was so like on brand for what it was supposed to be. I think really having it be that kind of old infomercial really worked for like hockey player acting level ability.
Yeah.
But it was just funny. Like they were talking about like you can butter your biscuit and then they're just smearing globs of butter on a puck.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. I'm sorry. No, I don't care who you are.
Yeah, it's good. It's one of the best things like that I've seen from any team or the NHL.
Yeah. No, it was great. Loved it.
So we also earlier this week, we were like, man, Next Man Up hasn't been posting at all this year. It's just been Hockey Psychology. And that pretty much, we watched 3 and then we lost 1.
Yes, we were talking about YouTube channels.
Oh, sorry.
Hockey YouTube channels.
Yeah, we lost 1. And then this year we've lost Next Man Up. And we were just chatting about it. And he posted this week saying, hey, guys, I'm out. Like, so that's a bummer.
That is a bummer. He had some of my favorite content, but I get it. It's grueling. And
the NHL flagging things and being ridiculous.
Exactly.
So anyway, we're left with Hockey Psychology, which is fine, but
which is good. He's great at what he does. But it's just I'm missing specifically what Next Man Up did. So
absolutely.
RIP to that YouTube.
Absolutely. And I wrote down Wedgwood goalie interference, but I don't know why I did that.
Oh, there was a game where somebody crashed into him in the crease, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
No, that's how Fred's Fred corner goes here.
It's just sometimes it's just notes that are mysterious and cryptic.
And then that's all I got.
It's pretty much just like living with you. Just you're saying cryptic things and disappearing into the night. And that's how we roll. All right. Well, let's talk about the Flyers, shall we?
Okie dokie. We watched a lot of hockey this week.
We did.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, the Oilers were in Philadelphia playing the Flyers. I watched a little bit of this one, but Wednesday is my going out night because I'm very social now.
Yes.
So I didn't see the whole thing live. I did listen to it in the car. So I did hear when the Oilers scored on Philly with less than a minute left in the first period when Evan Bouchard did one of his patented Bouch bombs.
Bouch bomb.
Yeah. So that was unfortunate.
You should make that into a drink or something and sell it like a, like those little like alcohol things you get like when you're checking out, they got like the little shots or something, the Bouch bomb.
Should email his agent.
I'm going to let him know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say you want 10%.
Yeah. Like yes.
Like, by the way, this is my idea. When I left the restaurant, I was gratified to see that the score was tied thanks to a goal from Matvei Michkov. But by the time I had gotten home, the game had ended in OT with the Oilers pulling out the win. Mm-hmm. But still, OT, extra point.
I mean, those Flyers can get to OT.
Like nobody's business.
Yep.
They are just banking up the pity points.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. It doesn't matter it's how many.
No, I don't know.
Something.
Yeah.
That's usually about goals. But
no, I know.
But points too. Why not?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, no. At the end of the day, it's either 0, 1, or 2.
Yeah.
And the bigger, the better.
Right. And so a point is a point, and we'll take it.
I'm going for a business analyst job.
Yeah, you are just about as incisive and insightful. So congratulations. Friday, the Flyers were in St. Louis playing the Blues. And we watched this one together.
Did we?
We did.
Okay.
We watched like the whole thing together.
I feel like whenever the Blues play, I just go into like a coma or something.
Well, that's like out of self-defense, and that's understandable. This was the Flyers' dad's trip was going on this weekend.
Yeah.
So this was night one of that, which was nice.
Yeah.
And this game was very much a flurry of offense on both sides, shall we say.
I think he retired.
No, not a Marc-Andre flurry. Oh my God. Seriously, this is what it's like living with him, you guys. It's exhausting. So it was a really high scoring game with a lot of back and forth. So the Blues got on the board early after Trevor Zegras turned over the puck.
Yep.
Which he, like, in the intermission interview was like, yeah, I turned over the puck. That was really bad. Like, that one was on me.
Yeah. Bush really enjoyed his ownership of that.
Yes. Yeah. He was like, what a nice young man.
Yep.
He was very proud of that. But then he redeemed himself by tying up the game a little while later. Unfortunately, less than a minute after that, St. Louis regained the lead. So they were up 2-1 at the end of the first.
Yep.
And then 7 minutes into the next period, they widened their lead again with a goal from Justin Falk. But a minute later, Christian Dvorak got one right back. And then with a minute and a half left in the second, Trevor Zegras had a gorgeous tip-in goal and tied the game at 3-3. So that was a really nice one.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I don't know how intentional it was, but it looked great.
You know, I don't know how intentional anything is. I think they just,
they're just doing it. They're just there. They're trying.
Yeah, they have the skills, and sometimes those skills just work.
Exactly, yeah.
They're in the right place. They know sort of what, I don't know.
They're doing their best.
Yeah.
We're all just doing our best. The start of the third period was not great for the Flyers. So, the game's tied 3-3, but then the Blues scored 40 seconds in and then scored another goal less than 5 minutes later. So then the score was 5-3.
Yep.
But the Flyers showed a lot of resilience, I thought. Dvorak took advantage of a turnover, and then Tippett drilled one home to tie it up after that. So the game went into OT, and Trevor Zegras actually had the opportunity to take a penalty shot during OT.
Yeah.
So that was pretty exciting.
That was exciting.
So unfortunately, Binnington ruined everyone's day by stopping it, because that would have been a Zegras hat trick had he.
Oh, they would have counted that?
Yeah. In OT, it's still a hat trick. It's just in the shootout where it's not.
Wild.
So that would have been cool. But unfortunately, it was not to be. So the Flyers were able to drag it out into the shootout, and
you don't want to let them get in the shootout.
You don't want to, especially not when Sam Ersson is in the net, which Sam Ersson, wildly inconsistent during regulation play and OT play.
Looked terrible during the game.
Did not look great during the game.
No.
But boy, howdy, is he good in the shootout. Like between him and Zegras, they're a dangerous shootout team.
Yep, absolutely.
If the playoffs had shootouts, if they could just get to the playoffs, they would win.
Exactly.
So, I mean, they could really just coast into the playoffs just based on shootouts alone. Because they've had so many shootout wins this season alone.
Seems to be their plan.
So, yeah, they're basically, Ersson stopped all 3 shots that he faced. And then it was Zegras up against Binnington, and he did pretty much the same shot he did during the penalty shot. But this time he managed to sneak one past. He's just like, he skates so slow, but then his hands are so fast, and it's just a total mind fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. I don't know. He's really fun to watch, that kid.
No, he's great. Just the whole package.
He's so fun. He's just entertaining. The Zegras experience.
The Zegras experience, yeah. No, it was the Blues definitely let that game go.
Yeah, they really could have had it in hand many times, and then they did not.
And I will say, unfortunately, I don't have anybody to be mad at or angry with, because Tippett's doing pretty okay.
Yeah. Who are you going to direct your anger towards?
I got nobody at the moment. So
Gary Bettman.
Yeah, I'll just point it towards Gary Bettman.
Always a good idea.
Until some forward makes me angry again. Dvorak, by the way.
Dvorak, love him.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Right?
I guess he used to play for Montreal.
Okay.
I was not super familiar with him. He apparently is playing way better than he historically has.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to regress to the mean eventually, but he's so good. He just fits in so well. He's usually with Zegras and Michkov, I believe. And
yeah, I don't know.
The chemistry is just fantastic, but he's been making things happen.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really enjoying him. I'm enjoying so many of the Flyers individually.
Yeah.
And then they're finding really good chemistry as well.
They are. Yeah.
When they're playing well.
When they're playing well, which, is the Flyers story.
The Flyers story, for sure. So the Flyers did have one more game this week, but we're going to come back to that.
Okay.
So we're going to move on to the Stars now.
All right.
So off ice, the Stars had some milestones this week of their own. Esa Lindell played his 700th career game. I love Esa Lindell.
Yeah, you do.
He's underrated.
You are a Esa Lindell stan.
I'm an Esa Lindell truther.
Truther, yes.
Yes. I love Esa Lindell, and I'm not afraid to say it.
No, you are. You've been on the Esa Lindell train
for years.
Yeah.
For years.
Yep.
Miro Heiskanen hit 300 career points.
Nice.
And our little baby Wyatt Johnston already has 100 NHL goals.
Look at him go.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's only been playing a couple of years.
Yeah, this is his
third or fourth
year, I think.
Yeah.
He's just baby.
Yeah. I don't know. And, talking about Stankoven, you saying that Stankoven wants to fight, you think Wyatt wants to fight too. I think maybe next year we see Wyatt getting fighty. I feel like he just needs a little more bulk on him.
I think it could happen. I think he's so much kind of like the bread and butter of the team now. They really don't want him to fight because of those hands, but
them hands.
That boy wants to fight.
He does.
I truly believe it in my soul.
Yep.
Nobody gets in Tom Wilson's face and laughs repeatedly without wanting to fight just a little bit.
I wouldn't even laugh in the general proximity of Tom Wilson.
No, of course not. That would be terrifying. Like, again, I would end up in a grave.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then my favorite moment this week happened when the Stars posted a bunch of Mikko Rantanen content, including there was a photo that went around of him wearing the fancy boy hat with Leon Bichel in the picture. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. I was like, he even makes Leon Bichel look not quite as big.
Yeah.
Because he's so big. And then the video comes out and Mikko's beckoning Leon to get in the picture because he said, I want to be small.
Yeah, bring him over here. I want to be small.
I want to be small.
I love that.
I love that. Like sometimes you just want to feel dainty.
Yeah.
And that's when you need Leon Bichel around.
That's it.
So you can just feel tiny and dainty. And I love that even the guy they call Moose just wants to be baby girl sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
So good for him.
He wants to be a mooselet.
He just wants to be a mooselet. Little baby moose. Love it. That's so cute. I just continue to think that the Stars vibes behind the scenes are pretty good. So
they seem to have course corrected from last year's doldrums.
Yes. No, they seem to be having a good time. There's fun pictures of them and it's good. I like it.
Yeah. No. And I think Bork is important for that.
Oh yeah. I think Bork is really big for the vibes.
I feel like secretly he's like a room guy or something.
He seems to get along with everybody.
Yeah.
He seems to be like in with Finns. He's in with the younger guys.
Yep.
Mikko seems to have really attached himself to him, which is charming and strange.
Yep.
I don't know. It's great.
Yeah.
So I'm just really enjoying it. And I think it's having good effects on the ice as well. So Sunday, the Kraken were in Dallas to play the Stars. This was Mason Marchment's first time in Dallas since leaving us.
Yeah.
I miss him.
You do.
I do.
I think he's in an okay place though.
He seems to be having a really good time in Seattle.
Yeah.
Just being Mason Marchment.
Yeah.
Just Marchmenting it up.
Yeah, I don't think it matters where he is. He's just going to be himself.
He really, truly is. He is just the most himself he can be. So Otter was not in the goal this game, but he and Mush did meet at center ice during warmups. And then Mush was also caught cruising over to the bench to chat him up during TV timeout. So they still managed to have a great time, even if they weren't, actively playing against each other.
Yeah.
And the Stars did do a tribute video to Mason Marchment, and the crowd apparently gave him a big ovation because he's really a fan favorite, despite his antics, or perhaps because of them in my case.
Yeah, yeah.
And sadly, I did not see any of this because it wasn't televised, but I heard it was very moving and nice.
Yeah.
So that's good. Show us that stuff, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I want to see it. The scoring action all happened really early in the game. So the Kraken got on the board first, just over 3 minutes into the game. And then 1 minute later, the Stars went on the power play. And surprise, surprise, Wyatt Johnston tied it up. He is currently leading the league in power play goals. He has 8 power play goals this season. So
Yeah, don't get that kid on the power play thing.
You're so good at this.
Yeah.
You're so good at hockey.
Yeah,
podcasts.
that'd be my coaching tip.
Yeah, you're Fred's coaching tip from Fred's coaching corner.
You don't want to.
Don't let them on the power play if that Wyatt Johnston kid's in the lineup.
Yep, don't do it.
Don't do it. Not a good idea. And then finally, with 30 seconds left in the first period, Tyler Sagan got the go-ahead goal. And so we ended the period up 2-1, and that is where the score stayed the whole time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember much of this.
There was not too much going on, but really that just gave us time for Mason Marchment antics. He was all over the place doing things. He was running into people and laying down big hits.
Yeah, didn't he hit Hintz pretty hard?
He did.
Yeah,
he crashed into him at the net, I believe. And at one point, he was going around hassling Wyatt. He was like grabbing him by the back of the collar and yammering at him. And then Adam Ernie went over to kind of like get in between them and break it up because like Adam Ernie wasn't around. Like,
he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He was just like, why isn't anybody stopping this? So he kind of gets in the middle and Mush lets go of Wyatt and skates off. And then Wyatt immediately goes to follow Mush so they can keep talking. So he was just being his pesky younger brother self the whole time. And it was really nice.
Yeah.
So we got the win, but most importantly, we got to see Mush. And that's really all I care about.
Yep. Well, there we go.
Tuesday, the Stars were in Ottawa to play the Senators. And we hadn't beat Ottawa, like in Ottawa for, I don't know, a bunch of years.
Since like 2018 or 2016?
I think it was 2018, something like that. So frankly, I didn't go in with very high expectations.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good stat.
Yeah, not really. And the game didn't get off to a great start either. So Drake Batherson scored 49 seconds into the game on the very first shot of the game. So that was unfortunate.
You never like to see that.
I don't like to see that. And then halfway through the first period, the Sens scored again, which took the score to 2-0. And at this point, they had 7 shots on goal and Dallas had 1 shot on goal. But I was not worried. In fact, I posted online and I said, don't worry, we've got them right where we want them.
Absolutely. 2-0.
2-0.
Or 0-2.
0-2, as it were. Yeah, no. Stars in a 2-goal deficit, that's our sweet spot.
Yep.
We do really, really well. So we went into the second period down 2-0, and the Sens continued to be pretty dominant. They had twice the offensive zone possession and twice as many shots on goal by the time the Stars got on the board. So that happened with just 4 minutes left in the second when Mikko Rantanen did some Mikko Rantanen things. And you know, I don't even need to break it down. He
does that thing.
He just does that thing where he's like, okay, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. No, he's just an absolute beast when it comes to making things happen and getting things going. And yeah, I feel like the Stars never really are like down below the net trying to make plays up or whatever, or haven't been, and they're doing that a lot more. That might be a Gulletson thing, but like when Mikko's down there with the puck, it's like, oh boy, guys, watch out.
I think it is a Gulletson thing. I think DeBoer talked about doing it, but it never actually happened in practice.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, we need to be better about doing net front stuff, but then nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Gulletson, I know, has made it a priority, but I think that's a lot easier when you have somebody like Moose down there. Yeah. Just moosing it up.
I tell you, these giant guys have struggled to get the puck away from him, and they're on top of him. And it's fascinating to watch. He's good.
I described him as a Buick Skylark the other day. He's just so big and bulky and I don't know, sturdy. He's
the Buick. That should be a game. What car?
Oh yeah. I'm not very good at cars.
Maybe not.
But
maybe
no.
Not. Yeah.
But he's just, I don't know, man. He's just
Buick.
so good.
Yeah.
He kind of just feels like he's been a star forever at this point now. I'm
does.
Oh yes, no, Dallas star Mikko Rantanen, who has always been here and has never played anywhere else.
Yeah.
So no, he just really has become such an important person on the team.
Yeah. No, his vision and hockey IQ seems pretty high.
Yeah, and just his determination and abilities. I don't know. It's just like the whole package. He's great.
Yep.
And his communication skills.
Yep. Absolutely.
Just nonstop yapper, that one. He got all of the communication skills from Finland.
Yeah. He took them all for himself.
Yes. They were saving them up. They were like, okay, this one can talk. So we headed into the third period only down 2-1. And then 8 minutes into the third period, the Stars went on the power play. And Jason Robertson has been a little snake bitten lately, and he finally managed to score a goal and tie up the game. And he had one of the more exuberant sullies I've ever seen from him. He was like, had his arms out to the side. He was like flying through the air.
Yeah.
He was having a great time.
Yeah, I was like, that's a little bit much, Robo.
You were not like that.
No, he was super psyched.
He was really psyched. I think that had been weighing on him.
Yeah.
And then that would be enough to take the game into OT, where we had a very persistent shift with, I think there were like 5 shots on the goal right in a row and they weren't going in. And then finally, Rope Hintz got the game winner. And he was also rather ebullient during his first game winner of the season.
Hold on, I'm going to look that word up real quick.
It's like bubbly and effusive. Enthusiastic is another way of saying enthusiastic.
Frickin' razor over here.
Listen, I'm a writer. That's what I do. So yeah, no, that's good. Our top guys scoring, doing well. And yeah, that was Rope's first game winning goal of the year.
Yeah, and that was a scrappy like situation where like I was like, there's probably goalie interference somewhere in here, but no, it was just tenacity.
Just tenacity. I liked it. Yeah. It was great. Thursday, the Stars road trip in Canada continued with the Stars in Montreal. And both Maverick Bourque and Justin Ritzkovian are from Quebec. So this is their kind of hometown arena. Mav has played there before. He actually last season, that was kind of his wake up game, I guess. He really came alive after that game.
Like Peter Frampton.
I don't know if anybody's going to get that reference, babe. But good luck with that one. All right. Comment if you get that reference.
Where are they going to comment? This podcast?
On my Tumblr.
Oh, okay, sure.
And this was Ritzkovian's first time playing there, you know, as an NHL player.
Yeah, so he grew up around there.
He did. He grew up around there.
Yeah.
He's also, I think, must have a lot of friends and family in Ottawa because a bunch of them showed up there in Ritzkovian jerseys too.
Nice. Yeah.
So, yeah. We've been watching the Habs and we honestly love them.
I like the way they play. I like their attitude. I like everything about them.
They're great. They're fun. They've looked really good this season. I guess, unfortunately, they've been playing maybe not at super strong teams. Now they're kind of in this run of playing a lot stronger teams.
Sure. That's fine.
They've also been hit by the injury bug a bit.
Yeah.
So they have hit a bit of a skid lately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like watching them compared to like watching the Senators, like.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just much more pleasant.
Yeah.
Like they're just, I don't know.
They're fun to watch.
They're fun to watch. Like they're still young. They're still figuring things out to an extent. But like, it's even different than like a Philly where like the Philly is very bad news bears about it.
Right.
And the Habs are definitely not. So I still like didn't go into the game feeling necessarily super confident because even though they've been struggling a little bit, like the Stars don't always do great in that situation. Mm-hmm. Like we really like to do charity work, so we really don't.
Right. Yes, for sure.
If you're a struggling team, like we're like, hey, listen,
we'll be there for you.
We'll help you get your mojo back. But I don't think anyone could have predicted the exact outcome of this game. We honestly looked terrible for the first several minutes. We were very flat-footed.
Yep.
Nottinger was in the goal, and he really kept us in there.
Yep.
Made lots and lots of important stops because this would have been a very different game if he hadn't really just held us in. Because, yeah, it really took us till near the end of the first period to find our groove. But the Stars went on the power play, and we were able to break through. And I'm sure you have no idea who scored that power play goal.
I'm going to guess it was Joe.
It was Joe. And that was his 100th career goal. So
nice.
Yeah, good for him.
Well, good for him.
In the second period, we had an Essa Lindell goal, which I always love to see.
Yep.
So he's so great. He is so smiley. He just seems really nice.
You're a super fan.
I am. I just love him. Then that was followed up by a sexy Tyler Seguin breakaway goal. Just like old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned sexy Tyler Seguin.
But the goal was sexy.
Oh.
More so than Tyler Seguin. But I mean, he's fine too.
Yeah, he is.
And then Robo had a slippery little backhand goal. And then he was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm good at scoring goals. And he scored another one like a minute later. So all in all, we scored 4 goals in the second period and headed into the third period up 5-0. But I will say mainly once we got up 3-0, that's when I kind of breathed a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Because 2-0, I was like, oh, no. Oh, no.
Yep. They're doing the thing.
Because, 2-0, like we do great when we're down 2-0, and when we're up 2-0, we don't do great.
Right.
So, but then in the third period, the Stars fourth liners decided to remind everyone that we have a very deep team, and we got 2 more goals. We had one from Alexander Petrovic and the other one from Colin Blackwell. The Habs did not get any goals.
Not a goal in sight.
The Stars won the game 7-0.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually when you see like a high scoring game, well, obviously it's not like 0, but you're like, oh, there was probably like 2 or 3 empty nets and like something weird, or, but no, these are all just solid like goals.
It was just goal after goal after goal.
Yeah.
It took us almost the whole first period to get into it. But once we got into it, we were looking really good and really solid.
Yeah. So Montreal too. Dobish started and Montembeault finished, and
yes,
like it didn't.
They both ended up with like save percentages in the 600s.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep. Not a good night for those guys.
Yeah, I felt really sad for Dobish, honestly, because he seems like a good kid who takes things to heart. So.
Yeah, didn't he beat himself up for some other loss this week?
He did. I think last week he was so down on himself in an interview that a reporter tweeted. Basically, he's like, I've never seen this before, but Dobish is being so hard on himself that all of the reporters have like stopped recording and are comforting him.
Right. They're like, it's okay, buddy.
Yeah. They're like, no, you'll get it next time. Like, he's like, I've never seen anything like this in my career. Like, he's just beating himself up so hard about this.
Wild.
So, I mean, how do you hear that and then not feel, a little heartbroken for the kid when that happens, even though you're happy your team is scoring goals for once?
Yeah, no, I like him.
So Saturday, the Stars were back in Dallas, and they had a visit from the Philadelphia Flyers.
This is a conflict of interest.
Yeah, it's always a little tricky, It's my number 1 team. I always say the Dallas Stars are my one true love, and the Flyers are my side piece.
Yep.
And then really since I've gotten into the Flyers, now you've gotten into the Flyers and they're your team.
Yeah, no, I like them. Like when we were watching last night, I would have preferred the Flyers to win.
You were actively rooting for the Flyers. In the past when we've watched, you have kind of been like, yeah, whatever, as long as everybody has a good game. But no, last night you were actively like the Flyers.
I was actively, but
But you still just wanted everyone to have a good game.
Yeah, but also it quickly waned.
It did quickly wane. So I didn't go into this feeling like the Stars had it locked down. Still, even after that 7-0 victory in Montreal, like we've been improving, but we lost another person to the cavalcade of injuries. During the day, it was said that Thomas Harley was going to be kind of a game time decision.
Okay.
And then he didn't play. And then like 2 minutes before the game started, we found out like, oh, actually, Harles is going to be week to week with a lower body injury. So that was kind of a shocker to everyone except for me.
Right.
Because I've been saying for a while that something is wrong with Harles.
Yeah. I just thought it was him not playing well.
Yes. No, I've been saying all along, I was like, there's something going on with him. Because remember when Nils Lundqvist missed that first game and Thomas Harley was supposed to sit out that night and then played at the last second.
Yeah.
And it was said illness at the time, but I think he's been battling some kind of injury for a while.
Didn't they say like lower body he's been like for at least a couple weeks?
Yes. Yeah. Gulletson said that earlier in the week that he's been dealing with a lower body thing for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think something's been going on with him all season and he's been pushing through because our defensive depth is not super great. And now he just has to deal with it. So anyway, I was right. And I was right to defend him. Everybody else can bite me. Also, the Flyers were still on their dad's trip.
Yeah.
So
dad's trips are dangerous.
Dad's trips are dangerous.
Absolutely.
If there's anything hockey players want to do, it's they want to impress their parents.
Yeah, but a back-to-back.
But it was a back-to-back for the Flyers. So that did put them at a disadvantage.
Right. They did look...
They looked tired.
They did.
They looked tired.
Yeah, especially Michkov.
He did indeed look pretty tired.
Yeah.
So, well, we'll get into that. Not so gentle giant Leon Bischel opened the scoring for the Stars with his first goal of the season.
Loved it.
So that was really nice. So the first period ended with the Stars up 1-0, but frankly, it could have been a much huger margin.
Yeah.
Dan Vladar really kept the Flyers in there in the first period.
Really, really happy the Flyers have Danny Boy there.
Oh my gosh, for sure. He was so clutch because the Flyers only had 2 shots on goal in the whole first period.
Yeah.
It was not a good look for them.
No, they played awful.
They looked like the Philly sleepy boys.
It was not good.
They caught the Dallas sleeping sickness.
Yeah.
It was not great. And the Stars looked really good. I think this was maybe the most complete game they've played all season. They just looked good from the get-go.
Yeah.
And it was everybody. It was just everyone was contributing.
Mm-hmm.
So the Flyers did come out much stronger in the second period, and they applied a lot of pressure in the first part of the period. So Otter had to come up with some big saves of his own. But despite the Flyers' improved play, the Stars would be the next one to score when Jason Robertson sneaked one past Vladar 8 minutes into the period off of a really great pass from Tyler Seguin, who has just been looking great. They were talking about him on the broadcast last night and how much he's had to sort of change his game up because of all of his injuries, and just the fact that he's, I think played 1,000 games now and still done everything he's done despite being basically bionic at this point.
Yeah. No, he's got a hip replacement, right?
He's had double hip surgeries.
Surgery, yeah.
So, and like gnarly hip surgeries. So,
yeah. No, I've seen a hip surgery once upon a time on some like surgery channel that used to be like on TV, and that shit is medieval.
Yeah, no, it's not fun.
Nope.
So I'm just super proud of him. I think he's been doing a great job.
Yeah, I feel like he's a little under the radar still, but contributing and a hard worker and making things happen and doing good.
He's not as flashy as he was when he was young, and I feel like he definitely had like a party boy reputation when he was young. Like, the reason he got traded out of Boston was like partying all the time, not showing up to team events, possibly hooking up with the teammate's wife, like things like that. It would be easy for somebody like with that reputation as a young player to, when he stopped being able to do all the flashy stuff, to just be like, well, now I'm not doing it.
Right.
And he just has completely revamped the way he's played, and he's been really great, and he's stepped up into a leadership role. And it's I don't know. I've seen this great trajectory from him over the years.
Yeah. I feel like he has lost a little bit of his pizzazz without Marchment.
I mean,
that line that they had last year, they were pizzazzy.
The thruple line with Duchesne, Seguin, and Marchment. Yeah. Well, they had that couple of years together where they just had that kind of instant chemistry. And yes, they definitely had some sparkle to them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Marchment does bring a lot of pizzazz all on his own. And I feel like it rubs off on people like glitter.
Yeah. And Duchesne was there too.
And Duchesne was also there. So, yeah, I mean, and Duchesne obviously still out injured. So,
yeah. What's his story?
Still concussed as far as we know.
Yikes.
So, yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, just to go back for a second. So, yeah, Jason Robertson sneaked a goal past Vladar.
Yep.
And then 5 minutes after that, we had another robo goal.
Yep.
And that one, he took the shot and then kind of dropped to one knee as he got the shot off. So it just looked really badass.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Robo just came out of hibernation.
He did.
As they repeatedly said on the broadcast last night, he is unclogged.
He's unclogged. I wish they would use a different term.
A different euphemism, please. I don't like that one.
He got that one goal and he became unclogged.
It's disgusting. And it's not okay.
Yeah. Unclogged needs to go. The puck squirting out needs to go.
Yeah.
And burping up.
Burping up the puck.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
too many bodily references.
And they're all
disgusting.
They're all like juicy.
It's
like,
gross.
I don't
like it.
No.
It's no good. So anyway, we ended up heading into the third period with the Stars up 3-0. And then halfway through the third period, the Stars went on the power play. And who should score? Guess what? It wasn't Wyatt Johnston.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Wyatt Johnston.
No, it was Robo.
Oh, that's right.
He got the hat trick.
He did.
Hat trick for Robo. Good for him. And he was celebrating pretty hard. And it's just really nice to see him celebrating. I feel like during the DeBoer era, especially last year, like he just was never celebrating.
No. He was
so grim.
He was grim. Yeah. He was not having a great time. And it does seem to be like translating off the ice too. Like when he talks, he's like a little bit more. He's not as dull as he was.
He was downright bubbly in his post game last night.
Yeah.
At least by Robo standards.
Yeah,
so.
no, exactly.
Yeah, no, it was great.
I don't know. These guys are coming around that I have problems with.
Yeah, no, I think the Stars just seem to be happier. The mood seems to be lighter.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that for them. And things are finally clicking too. So that's really good news. This is also around the time you cursed Jake because...
Oh, I did do that. That was my bad. Sorry, Jake.
Yeah, you said, well, at this point, I guess the only thing we can do is maybe ruin his shutout.
Yeah, the Flyers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would you say that?
I don't know.
Why would you say that word? I was like, you jinxed him. And you went, no, he'll be fine. And then a minute later, Christian Dvorak scored. Dvorak, once again, coming through with a goal. So I don't know why you would do that.
That was my bad, Jake. I'm going to send you an edible arrangement.
All right. Get right on that.
Yep.
Also, I like how I called you out in the moment. You were like, no, it's fine. Nothing bad will happen. And like literally a minute later, like, oh, and that's it. No more shutout.
Well,
so you're not even allowed to say the word, but then to specifically be like, okay, I guess the only thing we can do now is ruin a shutout because I don't think we're going to come back. Like, oh, what a monster.
Yeah, no, that's a bad move, Fred.
That's just scandalous.
Yep.
And yeah, unfortunately, it was just kind of too little too late for the Flyers. They couldn't generate anything else.
They couldn't generate a damn thing. They just got dominated.
Yeah, the only other goal that was scored was one from Tyler Seguin. So the Stars took that one 5-1. And, again, as a Stars fan, great to watch because I think it was, like I said, our most consistent game all season.
Right.
We looked really good. We just were creating great chances. Our defense was mostly solid, even despite missing Nils and Harls.
Yep. Now it was super complete for like the fractured team that it is. Like that's not the Stars necessarily, but they made it all work together.
Yeah, we're making it happen. We're patched together with duct tape and bubble gum, but we're making things happen.
Yeah.
And we're figuring it out. And Bischel's been looking really good the last couple of games. So Gullickson's real happy with him.
Oh yeah, he was hyping him up, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
And that's good because he's going to probably have to step up and take on some more minutes because with Harley gone, Miro and Essa are going to be playing like 45 minutes a game. So we're going to need some other people to step up. And unfortunately, that pretty much puts Bish in the mix because who else do we have? We've got Petro, we've got Lyubushkin.
Got the guy they called up.
Capobianco.
We saw him.
Yeah. So like out of everybody who's left, like Bish is the next man up.
Yeah.
So he needs to be good.
Well, he is.
He is. He's great. He's a giant murder baby.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I said during the game too, I thought because they had Delorier playing, I thought in the second Delorier was going to start some shit and try and like get the Flyers hyped up, but I think he was too tired too. I think they were just like
Yeah. And I mean, also, I just don't think that the Stars really were doing anything that was worth fighting about.
No, they weren't.
So things got a little shovey periodically at the end. At one point, there was like Garnet Hathaway was trying to get into it with Bish, I think. And, or Gart Angry.
Gart Angry. We didn't talk about their nicknames.
We did not. That's true. Yes. The Flyers broadcast released a list of nicknames for a bunch of the Flyers. I don't have it in front of me, but I know Jamie Drysdale is Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Tocchet is obviously Taco. Trevor Zegras is Ziggy.
Yep.
Matvey Michkov is Mike.
Yep.
And Garnet Hathaway is Gart Angry.
Gart Angry.
Which like kind of like Hulk smash, I suppose.
Yep.
So yeah, I like it's all these normal like boring names. Gart Angry.
Gart Angry. Noah Cates is Capes.
Yes, yeah, Capes. That one's a little different.
And Forrester is Forey.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I do just really love that Jim and Mike are nicknames. Jamie Drysdale and Matt
Jim,
Mike. Jim and Mike.
Steve.
It's just like
Bill.
It's just like office names. Like, it's just so stupid. It's like Jim and Mike and then Ziggy and Gart Angry.
Yep.
Hockey nicknames are bizarre.
They are. Also just random. I think we're at the end, right?
We are, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to mention that they brought friggin' Gritty on the road.
They did, yes, for the St. Louis game. I don't know if it was like for the father's trip or there seemed to be some sort of mascot thing that happened during intermission with maybe other mascots too.
Interesting.
But yes, Gritty was there for the St. Louis game and just out in the crowd, just
harassing
at the St. Louis arena, just harassing fans.
Harassing Blues fans. And they were loving it.
How
could you not?
Gritty is the single best thing to come out of the NHL.
Yeah.
He's magical.
Absolutely.
Other mascots, I fully believe that there's somebody in a mascot suit. I don't believe that with Gritty.
Yeah.
I think that Gritty is an entity.
Yeah. No. And I don't know how any of the mascot stuff works, but like who's ever inside there, not that anyone's inside there, but like they need to keep that person, right? It's not like multiple people probably. It's just like whoever's in there gets it.
Well, that would be the case if there was somebody in there, but there's not somebody in there because Gritty is Gritty.
Right.
Gritty is an entity.
Yeah. Well, Gritty should get a contract extension.
All of the money for Gritty.
All the money.
All the money for Gritty. Gritty is truly the best of what the NHL can bring to us as fans and the world, really.
Yeah.
So more Gritty.
Yeah.
Just I wish every team had a Gritty.
Man, the other mascots, like the Stars mascots, whack as fuck.
Listen, you leave Victor E. Green alone. He's doing his best. He's trying. He's just a very mascot, and that's fine. We can't all be chaos demons from other dimensions.
True.
So, and that's fine. But yeah, no, overall, I think it was a good week for our teams. Obviously the Flyers lost last night, but they did have victories earlier in the week.
Yeah.
And, they have Trevor Zegras. So
yeah,
who's winning? Really, it's them because they have Trevor Zegras.
Yeah, no, that kid's incredible.
He's great. Unfortunately, I don't have a game for us today.
All right. Well, that's fine.
So we'll come up with something for next week, though.
Yeah.
Is there anything we didn't talk about?
No, Fred's notes are done for. I think
he took another note last night.
Oh,
about
maybe
something Reeser said, maybe.
Oh, that is true. I did. Well, thank you. I meant to mention that during the Stars, but I wasn't in the zone. Robertson watching the Jumbotron for his hat trick goal. Razor said something that Robertson's enjoying the big tablet tonight.
Yes, yeah.
The big tablet.
Yeah, after he scored his third goal, Razor said, Robo's watching the big tablet.
Yep.
I just love that we all are making iPad kid jokes about Jason Robertson, even the broadcasters, and that it's the big tablet.
Yep.
So I think that's a great note to end on. And that's the end of regulation for this week's episode of Ice is Slippery. You can find us on Tumblr, Blue Sky, TikTok, and Instagram at Ice is Slippery Pod. You can also email us at iceisslipperypod@gmail.com, where we would love to get suggestions for games and hear your hockey hot takes. Until next week, stay out of the penalty box.